How's it going? This is your boy Jaxwell coming to you with a Project Ascension video. What I'd like to talk about today is Prestige mode. So Project Ascension gives you the ability that once you hit 60 to be able to go to Chromie and actually Prestige. And what that means is it resets you back to level 1, but gives you the ability to get skill cards that you've earned while you're going to level 60, and basically guaranteeing you a certain set of skills. Now you get 2 golden skill cards and 2 regular skill cards, giving you the chance to guarantee yourself a set of skills that you can help you build your character. And when you're prestiging, you also have the ability to get a draft dealer's deck, which will allow you to basically guarantee your first set of starting skills as well. And so what the draft dealer deck does is that once you get hit on one of the skills that you want, use the draft dealer deck, and then it will just take you through that second tier of skills. And so you don't have to keep resetting from square one. If you've gotten all the way to the 4th skill, it won't reset you back to 0. So the draft dealer deck just resets each tier over and over again until you've hit something that you like, which is really nice. The other thing too that Prestige mode does is that it gives you the ability to retain some of the items that you've collected over the course of when you hit 60, and then also all of your currencies. And so you see that I still have a little bit of gold and all of my marks of ascension, and what you're looking at here is the 4 cards that I've selected. One that I'm actually particularly excited about is the water elemental card. I've never actually used it before, so we'll see how that goes, trying to build kind of like a frost healer hybrid caster kind of character. So we'll see how that goes and see if that actually comes to fruition. The other thing too that with Prestige mode is that you get to retain all of the REs that you've learned whenever you've done extractions at the altars. And so as you're going through and reforging and extracting, over the course of time, you're going to get some of those legendary REs, and you'll want to keep those. And by prestiging, you don't have to worry about those actually disappearing, which is really nice, and another thing that helps you build your character for the long run. The other thing too is that when you hit those REs, yeah, I'm guaranteed at level 50, you get put them on 2 of the insignias, and then you're rocking and rolling with what I usually go with is just the 1 legendary RE, as well as the some sort of purple that's kind of helpful in leveling. If I'm doing like a caster class, I usually sometimes go Seed of Life because rejuvenation is really easy to get at level 1. And then if I'm using like a tank or a melee, especially like a warrior type, I usually go with a Crackling Thunder RE, just so that like it helps out in the leveling process. Fan of Knives legendary is also really nice too, but it does make you want to kind of go rogue a little bit, and especially if you're building your character for like a warrior type build, especially using like defensive stance or battle stance or something like that. Crackling Thunder is actually really nice. And so as we go through here, what I'm trying to do is just maximize the amount of time that I have here to get to level 10. So we just go and progress quickly through this so what we're going to do is we're going to fast forward this a little bit till we get to the first skill card at level 10, and then we'll talk a little bit about picking your abilities. So I will see you then. Alright, so here we go. About to hit level 10 on this kill, and once you do that, then we'll be able to get our first set of skill cards. And so randomly 3 will pop, and for me, I don't like to take the legendaries this early, especially because I'm not quite sure if I'll use Fear or not. So I went with Arcane Intellect. It's a caster build. I'm going to be intellect based, and so I think this will kind of fit the build pretty well. So as we go through this, I'll show you just how quick leveling in Battlegrounds is. You'll see there's, you roughly play about, you know, 10 or so Battleground games, and then you hit 60. It's pretty nuts. Um, you know, it's one of those things that I've kind of defaulted to now as a leveling spec, is just going into Battlegrounds as quickly as I possibly can, and not really worrying about, like, what your record is or anything like that. Just helping out your um, helping out your team as much as you can, because when you do get the win for the Battleground, you get bonus experience, and usually at the lower levels, when you win, you could gain like 2 levels just by securing the win. So it's a really great way to level, I think. So I'll fast forward to when we get the new skill cards. All right, guys, here we go. Level 12, and with the build, nothing here. It's really good for me, except for Earth Shock. So probably be selecting that. And on to the next level. All right, here we go. We're one turn away from level 14. So we'll go ahead and get that, see what we get. And here we go. Fire Blast it is. All the other two are melee options, so looks like I'm taking that. And on to the next level. So here we are in the Battleground, and we're about to level again, so this will be level 16. It's always good to pick up a heal, just in any build, really, just so that you have kind of one to help you when you get out of combat, or if you find a place where you can top yourself off and then keep going. For the caster build, I'm doing kind of like a hybrid caster slash healer build, and so I do have Riptide coming in at level 60. But as you can see in the Battlegrounds, and this is kind of a bad example because we don't have an aura in this Battleground, but you can see that I'm getting, roughly about 1,500 to 2K experience per kill in this Battleground. And the nice thing is that when you're in these, you can go from 10 to 20 on the low level Battleground in just one Battleground. That if you win, because you get double. I actually don't know how much more experience it is. I'll have to look that up. But when you win, you actually get quite a bit of experience as a bonus, and you get to, at these low levels, 10 to 20 in one Battleground. So we'll cut to the next card, and we'll see you then. All right, welcome back again. So here we go, about to hit level 18, and we're going to get a legendary and a purple epic in this round. Hand of Protection, I'm not, I know a lot of people use it and like it, but I'm not a huge fan of it. I tend to like to have a little bit more control, like Divine Protection, because you could still use your skills and kind of do things with it. It's stuck in combat, so it won't let me select the card. But I chose Dispel Magic. I think I can be a little bit more useful with that, not only just to myself, but to the party as well. And so I think it's a little bit nicer. And so when we get to that part, we'll kind of just, you'll see how we can use those things. And plus, I don't like to, I try to hold off as much as possible to until I'm 60 to use any sort of legendaries, unless I get something like Blink or something like that. And so we've reached level 19, and I think this is going to be the end of the clip here, or the end of the video. But I'll do another video here for the rest of my leveling process with this guy, so just so you can see what the end result is. So we will see you later. Thanks again so much for watching, and don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave your comments. As always, have a great day. Thanks for watching.